Alright, welcome back. Oh, we're just immediately have so many enemies around us. Welcome back to the final episodes of the series, or the main story at least. We're in the Dream Den. And yeah, prepare for quite the journey. This dungeon is 14 sub-levels, and that includes the boss, with no rest floors. Yeah, and these are truly the hardest of the sub-levels. They get kind of crazy. Oh, let's get you out of here, since you're just gonna disrupt everyone. In terms of numbers, I'll show you real quick. Ooh, that is not a fun area to deal with. Yeah, I focused a lot on yellows just because they're going to be very important later. Let's see these guys so we can get rid of them. And I'm probably going to divide this episode into 3 parts. Just because this dungeon is just about the same length in terms of floors as the Hole of Heroes, but those levels were short, and the same cannot be said about this dungeon. As you can see right now, I mean, there's definitely a better way to deal with these guys, but I don't know, whites are not great at combat, and I don't really want to deal with that, honestly. So I'm just gonna punch these guys out while we get ready to deal with the poison. Yeah, so, as you may have heard earlier, right now, this is the end of the series. I still have plans on maybe one day doing the multiplayer, and, you know, with my college opening back up, I'm probably gonna be able to record that with my guest in person. But that might be a ways away. So, it's currently planned, but not guaranteed. We're gonna need to get everything out of the way. We have a lot of orange bulborbs. Click. Hopefully get rid of them. There we go. Now the treasure. There's usually, I think, most of the floors... Where is that guy? Oh, he's right there. Most of the floors only have one treasure, but it's just more of a gauntlet overall to get that treasure. Let's lure you out. And, I mean, this one isn't too difficult, or the enemies aren't too difficult, but they just throw enemies everywhere here. And this is some annoying things to deal with. And I'm pretty sure they trap some of these. Maybe not. Let's not aim for you. Oh, and also another thing that they're gonna make you do is most of the exits are blocked and you have to bring Pikmin to them. So there's no real good way to hide and or to escape the floor really easily. It's gonna be a trial no matter what. But I think this is it for the first floor. I know the next floor definitely has 2 treasures, but I think that's mostly it. I think it's like one of the only exceptions. I don't remember off the top of my head. Oh yeah, we're gonna need some whites. I did do a little bit of research ahead of time just to prepare a thumbnail and to get an idea of what I'm getting into, and we're just gonna try and for you guys. But yeah, first floor. I'm really dreading a lot of the layouts because, oh boy, this dungeon is evil, and it's gonna take a lot of time when you're trying to be careful and not lose any Pikmin. Come on. There we go. And on to the next floor. The next floor is already gonna, like, I know it by heart. It's gonna be a pain. Oh my god. And if you hear that sound, you know it's groink time. And this is a particularly awful layout, in my opinion. Not awful, but like, it's a doozy. Because we have a sniper groink in the middle that can only be accessed with yellows, and you have bulb all around, and hopefully the issue with that is, like, they're not gonna bother you too much, but if your Pikmin gets shaken off, then they will probably be thrown into the ground. So a good strategy, it's a little slow, but is to kind of kite the enemies and have them get shot by the grunt. You can go around with purples, but you're really just going to be sniped at the entire time. Somehow that didn't hit any. But I'm probably just going to punch these guys for now. I know this is kind of a lame way to deal with it, but I mean, I'm really not interested in being any more ballsy. Alright, come on, shoot this guy. Come on, shoot. Did a little bit of damage. Ooh. Yeah, we don't want to take too much damage though. Come on. There we go. Okay. Now I'm more comfortable with dealing with that guy in the middle. He's one of the reasons you want to have a lot of yellows. But unfortunately, I don't think we can purple spray him. I mean, that would be an easy way to deal with him, but he seems distracted. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Honestly, we don't even have to grab them. If we can just grab these treasures quickly and not scare these guys. Nope. Oh, quick save. Alright, let's hurry. We're gonna have to grab them. I don't know, the yellows are kind of hard to aim with. Okay, just grab everything. And then you guys grab him. Unless we grab it fast enough? I'm sorry, I'm being a little quiet. I'm just very nervous. I do have... Oh, okay, we're good. We can just leave. I do have some things I do want to talk about, but talking strategy is probably going to take the main point. There might be a few times where I just get so anxious that I just stop talking. Overall, that floor wasn't too bad, though. I mean, despite its first appearances, there was the easy strategy to deal with it. Oh, but boy, this floor, I also know by heart. Of course, you see there's a lot of shit going on. We're gonna want a good place to hide. There are little bull bears around. So you might be thinking there's gonna be another guy roaming around, but he's not here. So what we're gonna wanna do is have some guys safe in the corner. Can we grab one light? There we go. Everyone else hide. And we're gonna do some recon. And we're just gonna want to follow the treasure gauge and hopefully find... Oh, there he is. Oh shit. And here's the amazing part about this floor. This layout always has a way to get him to fall in the pit. And that's it. That's all you have to do. It's so crazy. I'm pretty sure every layout has it. I don't... it might not be close to the guy, just because, you know, the placement is random. But he can fall off pretty easily, and I mean, if that didn't happen, he was getting bombed pretty heavily with the traps. And this is the only treasure on this floor. You can avoid all of these obstacles. It's insane. It honestly turns a floor that looks really nasty to by far the easiest floor in this dungeon. Oh, and the pathing, that was beautiful. Oh, and you know, you don't need to break open the exit. So I don't think it's a majority of them where you have to break the exit, but it will be commonplace. Also, it's the joystick, which is pretty cool. But yeah. Like one of the harder floors made really easy. Oh my god. Here we go. This floor is fucking chaos. Oh god, shot it up there. Everything wrong with society, I'll be honest, is here. Everyone is here. And everyone is here and wants to kill you. Ooh. Shooting over the hazard? Let's go. Now can you shoot the hazard? Yeah. This is a fucking mess. And the only good suggestion I have for you is have the enemies try and kill each other. Because with these pits, your Pikmin, if they get thrown off by an enemy, they will for sure get thrown into one. You could punch these guys too, if you have a few remaining. Because honestly, I wouldn't blame you if you don't want to deal with these guys just on their own. Hopefully. Here. This is gonna be really bad. And that guy is probably the worst one on this floor. He's always there, and he can throw off Pikmin so easily. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and give you a big ol' note. Okay. It's not the greatest use. Ooh, look at that. Oh. It's not the greatest use of a purple potion. But honestly, we have all the ones we're gonna need. And this floor, like, just really sucks. Actually, I have to think about it. I don't know how many we're gonna need. Can you back up so you can hit this? We're gonna need a few more purple potions, but hopefully that yeast wasn't bad. And hopefully we'll be fine. Oh, yeah, perfect. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, this layout really sucks. It's one of the worst dungeons and floors in this dungeon. I'm like stuttering over myself. I'm not doing too hot right now. What are you doing? Can we get like a careful shot on you? Perfect. Kill him. Okay. Yeah. There's one other floor that is just as bad in my opinion. Partially just because I don't really find this fun. If we had more ground, this would have been a very fun and interesting challenge. But the fact that the pit is there, I don't know, it feels like there's a lot of cheap deaths. And I'll be honest, this is not my first time playing this floor on this run. I will show you what happened last time, because it was completely bullshit. Anode beetles to deal with, but the treasure is right there. Hopefully, we can maybe like sneak around. Okay. What the fuck is happening? Yeah, turn around, turn around. Oh, but we have electricity there, so it's not gonna work out. Oh, perfect, perfect. Now run, and we'll deal with that guy in a moment. Okay, let's be really careful. Let's not use a purple because he might honestly bounce off of him. Perfect. Okay. And now, I think we can run away with this. Okay, let's make sure he doesn't zap anyone. Okay. And no one else is close by. I think this might be it. Oh god. This could have been way worse. There are spawns where it goes on the other side, and then you have way more to deal with. It honestly might be worth resetting. Just because this floor is just not fun. It is pretty mean, honestly. That guy's making me nervous, so let's just be careful. Yeah, you have stuff like that happen, which I've had a boulder be shot over that little edge. Like, there's just a lot of unnecessary bullshit that happens on this floor. Whether it's the pit or if it's just rocks coming over ledges that they probably shouldn't. And just, you know, also the fact that the anode beetles can like shoot through walls. It's a mess. But we fucking made it through. I think that's the biggest one of the biggest hurdles we're gonna have. So I'm glad that we're done with that. Holy shit. Oof. I'm tense right now. Forgot who has the treasure here. I think it's the fiery bullwax. Well, let me make a quick check. Yeah, okay. So this floor's got a lot of fire. It's got puffy blowhogs. But we have enough purple potions, and we're gonna just go ahead and take out fiery bullwax with it, and that's all it is for this floor. It's a shame that we're running a little low on potions. a little bit uncomfortable. Or an uncomfortably small amount right now. But, really, honestly makes it worth it to make this floor easy. Oh, so stuff I want to talk about. I mentioned before that I was playing Fates, and it wasn't as bad as I remembered. Well, just actually, right before this recording, I finished up Echoes again. I don't know. I just want to mention how good that game is and how it's a little sad that it didn't sell nearly as well as its 3DS brethrens. Because that game is honestly really special to me, and I think it's really, really good and underappreciated. But, oh shoot. Hold on. Let's make sure we get to safety real quick. That game has really great voice acting and really three-dimensional characters. We have more, Cain and Larva, just in case you weren't already sick of them. Yeah, it's got three-dimensional characters, it's got a really good story. Probably the best voice acting I've heard in a Nintendo game at the very least. Yeah. I can go more into it, but real quick, I do want to talk about this floor. It is the return of the quicksand. Pikmin can easily get stuck in the... Pikmin can easily get stuck in the middle. Also, your captain's gonna get stuck in these guys. Which is kind of dangerous because you have rocks. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I was trying to switch Pikmin, but apparently it detected that as a... Oh, okay, we're in a little bit of a sketchy situation. There we go. Okay, good. I don't know, it doesn't fall into the... Oh yeah, sorry. I'm talking about Fire Emblem. This floor, just aim for the jelly flow. He usually actually spawns close to the spawn, and, you know, the rocks will curve due to the quicksand, so just be wary of that as well. It's not, overall, not much of a tough floor. But, I don't know, Echoes doesn't fall into the trap of making characters with just a gimmick that, like, Awakening and Fates did a lot of. The only exception maybe, like, Faye or Clive is a little bland. Sorry, just thinking about this floor. I don't know, I appreciate that. I don't know, it could be the, you know, quantity over quality thing that could be affecting it, or, you know, I think there are overall conversations between the characters being, like, less about goofy situations and more about just casual conversations between the characters. I don't know. Or the supports, I mean. I don't know. It's very genuine and heartfelt, and I love just about all the characters in that game. I might talk more about it later, but first we need to discuss what's going on here. We have a lot of enemies that are more of the disruptor types, and they're all fucking congregated in there. Ooh, but we can lure some of you out. And then the only real threat are the bombs, but good luck dealing with the bombs when you have people snatching your captains and blowing Pikmin away. Although, it's just the Puffy Ballhawk that has it, and I think it's... Oh, it's the one that's furthest away, of course. I don't know, it's this dungeon, or this floor in particular, is depending on how many enemies spawn together, will really determine how this is gonna go. And you can't punch them with your captain either, because they're all flying, of course. Oh, we're kind of getting that guy to come over here, but I don't know. This floor is quite a pain. Maybe you can come closer? Are we gonna need to come closer? Ooh, what if he gets bombed? Not quite. Oh, but he is coming. Ooh, hold on. This might have been made really easy. Oh, and we do have everyone. Oh, wow. He just came straight towards us. Our luck is impeccable. Because now we just have to grab this and we won't have to deal with the rest of the lot. Yeah, maybe that's the best strategy, is trying to lure the Blowhog because they have a big radius. A big attack radius. Yeah. I guess I do want to talk more about Fire Emblem Echoes and what makes that game really great. And behind the voice actor, because I've been looking at that a lot lately, just because it's really fun. But we're halfway through the dungeon, and this is where I plan to cut it. The dungeon's it's still just gonna be pretty long. The final boss is gonna be its own video. Ooh, I plugged my headphones. Hopefully that doesn't cause any audio issues. But yeah, there's so much more to talk about, but we're gonna cut it for now. Next time we're gonna finish off the second half of the dungeon, not including the boss. And yeah, hopefully things go smooth. Also, one last thing about Echoes, Heritors of Arcadia is better than both Lost in Thoughts All Alone and Edge of Dawn, and fight me. Fight me about that, because you're incorrect. Alright. I'll see you next time on the next floor.